Hello students, welcome to STEAM class. I'm Miss Cynthia and I am very excited to see you. In today's class, we'll keep exploring the topic of measurements. Are you ready to start? Let's go! Hi, welcome again. In today's class, we're going to focus on the M from STEAM. Do you remember what does it stand for? Yes, math. Last week, we focused on measurements. Do you remember? We saw how there are two most popular systems, the metric system and the imperial system. The imperial system is only used by a couple of countries. Meanwhile, the metric system is used basically all over the world. Do you remember the units to measure volume? Yes, the ones that measure liquids, like water. In the metric system, you have milliliters, centiliters, and liters. And in the imperial system, we have quarts, ounces, and gallons. And remember, these are some of the tools that you can use to measure volume. Now, how about the units to measure distance? Do you remember which ones they are? For measuring distance, we have in the metric system the units of millimeters, centimeters, meters, and kilometers. And in the imperial system, inches, feet, yards, and miles. And some of the tools to measure these units are measuring tape, rulers, among others. Now, let's review the units to measure weight. In the metric system, we measure weight with milligrams, grams, kilos, and tons. And in the imperial system, we use gram, ounces, pounds, and tons. Let me tell you that tons from the metric system are slightly different from the tons from the imperial system. Some of the most popular tools to measure weight are scales. Another units that I'm pretty sure that you have already learned are the units for measuring temperature. In order to measure temperature, you have Celsius in the metric system and you have Fahrenheit in the imperial system. Some of the most popular tools to measure it are thermometers. Remember that digital information can also be measured, and the following are the units that you can use to measure it. Yes, digital information can also be measured, and some of the basic units are bytes, kilobytes, megabytes, gigabytes, and terabytes. Remember, the list goes on, but these ones here are one of the most common. Last but not least, we have the units to measure time. Seconds, minutes, hour, weeks, days, months, years, centuries. And there are plenty of tools to measure time, like cooking timer, clock, calendar, among others. In today's video, we're going to focus on what is to convert. Do you know? Well, some synonyms of convert are switch, transform, change, reorganization, or modification. This means that if you have something, you switch it or transform it into something else. And that's what we're going to do today. But for that, you need to use your knowledge over multiplications and divisions. This means that you need to be knowledgeable. Yes, remember, this is an IB attribute that invites you to use what you already know in order to learn new things. So what you have known already about multiplying, you're going to use it today. Let's see the following examples. How can you convert distance units? Well, for example, you have 1 inch equals 2.54 centimeters. If you have a ruler at home, you're going to notice that on the measurement of 1 inch, you have 2.5 centimeters. So this means that if you want to get the value of 4 inches, well, you need to multiply by 2.4. So for inches, if you put 1 inch 4 times, you will see that you have 10.16 centimeters. So if you transform this into a math operation, it's 4 times 2.54 equals 10.16. So basically, for inches, it's more or less 10 centimeters. Now, let's move on into the conversion of time. This one's easy, right? We all know that 1 hour equals 60 minutes, right? Now, how about if you want to know how many minutes there is in 5 hours? Well, the answer is 5 hours multiplied by 60 equals 300 minutes. Interesting, right? Now, if you want to convert volume, you have, for example, 1 gallon of milk, and you want to know how many liters they are. Well, it represents 4.5 liters. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me move my picture here, and a half. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4 liters and a half. So how about if you want to know to convert 2 gallons into liters? You want to take a guess? Yes, 2 gallons multiplied by 4.5 equals 9 liters. So you will see in this picture that 2 gallons equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Let's see one more example. If you want to convert weight, you will see that 1 pound equals 0.454 kilograms. So it's almost half of it. Here's an example. In this jar, you will see that 1 pound is almost half of a kilo. So if you want to make an estimation, it's almost half of it. We can see the example on the scale from the bottom, where you can see that 1 pound is almost 0.5 kilos, almost half of a kilo. But to be more precise, 1 kilo, it's a little bit more than 2 pounds. Now, if you want to convert 10 pounds into kilos, you just need to multiply it by 0.454, and the result will be 4 kilos and 54 grams. So now you know. It's now time to put your hands on. What you're going to do, it's easy peasy lemon squeezy. We're going to use your multiply knowledge in the following Google Forms. Go to Google Classroom and open the Google form of conversion activity. There, you will have to use your multiplication skills to convert units such as weight, temperature, and measurement. Thank you for watching the video. I hope that you have learned something new, and I wish you good luck on your conversion exercise in Google Classroom. Remember, if you have any question, please send me a message. See you next time!